They see everything.
I fear you might be right.
What's the oldest Easter egg you could find in Kevin Feige's movies? Can we make connections dating all the way back to the first X-Men? How many overlooked Easter eggs are there in the Marvel Universe? Easter eggs in movies have a long history, and we will be hunting Kevin Feige's movies for decades to come. In the last episode of the Connection series, we talked about who might be in charge of Agatha in WandaVision.
You didn't think you were the only magical girl in town, did you?
Believe me, I know we all want to see the next big bad like Mephisto or Nightmare or any other cosmic entities. However, one thing to remember is that Marvel is about story building. I dare to say the big battle at the end of WandaVision is a flashback or a vision to give us information about the next movie.
Assemble.
Think about it, there are normally a few big movies before an even bigger Avengers movie.
I'm sorry.
Let's see what kind of connections we can make to today's Marvel Universe. Welcome, Watch It Crew. In this episode of the Marvel Connection series, we'll be taking a look at Kevin Feige's movie credits. What if I told you there have been hints of Hydra ever since Kevin Feige's first movie? Now that Marvel has been granted access to the Vault of Mutants, it was only a matter of time before we get a chance to watch our favorite superheroes get a piece of the action.
It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and you're secretly afraid he's a vampire.
Has the microverse and the end of time been hidden away in plain sight? You know that feeling when you rewatch a movie and you understand it a little bit better? Kevin Feige has touched just about every superhero movie except for DC that has been produced in the last 20 years. After looking at Kevin Feige's IMDb credits, we made a huge discovery. Could Kevin Feige have been planning his Marvel storyline since the X-Men were with Fox? With Easter eggs, can we make connections with every movie Kevin Feige has helped with? Giving a viewer rewatch value is the most rewarding part about being a filmmaker. After hunting at some of Kevin Feige's old interviews, I decided to do some digging with the X-Men franchise. The opening scene may give us our first glimpse at the next generation of Easter eggs hidden in movies. We had to slow down the movie at first for this. What may be hard to see at first is clear as day. Do you see those little bubbles? Those are hydras. Did you know hydras are actually real? Hydras are microorganisms virtually indestructible and can live up to 1,000 years, maybe a few. You can even sever the head and it would regenerate. Were they trying to tell us about hydras since the beginning?
Cut off one head. 2 more. Shall take its place.
Hydras are also said to be mythical creatures. Does the first X-Men movie give us our connection to the Marvel Universe? Rogue sadly never gets her trip. In this scene, you can see a lighthouse, and it's standing alone behind a nightstand. If you read the comics or watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know the lighthouse is the last stand. When the Earth came to a tragic end, the protection of the lighthouse kept those few safe to try and start again. In one of Kevin Feige's interviews, he talked about something at the bottom of the lake of the X-Men movie. We could not make out what it was at first, but with a side-by-side comparison, we have no doubt this looks like Scarlet Witch's mask. Has she always been a key to the multiverse? Did you see it? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments below. After the introduction of mutants in WandaVision, we finally got our first look at some of the possible ways the Marvel Universe we know is imploding. In X-Men Days of Future Past, Wolverine travels back in time with a stark warning that time travel could have some serious consequences.
But once you wake up, whatever you've done will take hold and become history. And for the rest of us, it'll be the only history that we know. It'll be like the last 50 years never happened.
Let's just say Wolverine really did a number to things on this timeline. Wolverine was warned whatever he does would have consequences. Is it possible this is a gateway to other timelines like we talked about with the Nexus pill in our last video? Setting up a possible cameo from Wolverine?
You and I are gonna be good friends.
Hopefully, we could only hope, fingers crossed. We never did get an answer on what happened from Professor Xavier in this movie.
You and I have a lot of catching up to do. Yeah.
After one of the best scenes in superhero history with Quicksilver breaking Magneto out of prison, We do get a reference to him being Quicksilver's father.
They told me you control metal.
Hey.
You know, my mom once knew a guy who could do that.
Magneto is Wanda's and Quicksilver's father in the Marvel Universe. He has always been one to defend mutants. Will we see a surprise appearance from Magneto in the near future after seeing Quicksilver in WandaVision? Wanda did give us the same look she gave us before her brother came back in this episode. Why would it be so difficult to do the same here with her father? When will Wolverine or Magneto make an appearance in the new Marvel Universe? Will it be sooner or later? We have tons more videos like this coming, so if you want us to do some investigating, let us know. What do you think about the connections we made? Let us know in the comments down below. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and we will see you soon.